But that's digital zoom, not optical. We should hold it up there.
Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Ready? Shoot. Okay. All right. We're going to do a countertop cutout for the sink cutout for countertop. And right now you are identifying the countertop. This is the countertop right there. That's the countertop. Now we're going to identify where the sink is. The sink cutout is 20 and 3/16 by 16 1/4. So that's your sink cutout. And we know the sink is over here. That's a sink cabinet. And we're just going to have to put it right there. So that's going to be a sink cutout. We have more than enough room for the faucet. The overhang, the distance here to there is okay. You know, over here it looks kind of big, so let's move just a little bit, slightly over. Okay, so that looks like a good cutout. Now you're going to move this rectangle to here, and you're going to rotate it 90 degrees. Now you're going to make this a CNC cutout. This guy is a rectangle. You're going to redraw. I'm going to explode this so that it's all segment. You're going to redraw a polyline counterclockwise. Clockwise. You're going to draw a polyline clockwise. PL for polyline. Start from the middle. Do not start from a corner because the knife is going to cut from there to there. If you start from the middle, you may chip the corner because the knife is going to cut there and come in. So you're telling the knife to start from the middle and it's going to go across like this and come back in the middle and come back up. So the line cut is going to be continuous on that line. It's not going to intrude the rest. Okay. So you do P line from here. Just draw a big rectangle. That's your cut. That's it. And then erase the O line. O line, O line, O line. This is the countertop. We're not cutting this countertop. The countertop is just there. Okay. The countertop is already cut, so you're not cutting the countertop. But you're cutting this reversed, the other side. Okay. So you're gonna have to mirror this guy because you're facing it down. So that is your countertop position. So you are countertop. It should be. Hold on a second. If you reverse it, it's cut on this side, cut on that side. So it's cutting this side, correct. So I'm just gonna leave it here. Here's why I need to erase this. Okay, once you reverse it, you just basically make the cut path the other way.
Right.
Okay, so that's why you cannot use this rectangle. You gotta use this rectangle to bring it over here. So the cut is still going clockwise. Because you reverse it, you counterclockwise it. So now you're actually literally putting the front of the countertop on the machine, CNC, and 0 point right there, push it up against the machine, and the computer is going to cut right there. Cut this hole. When you flip it back, it's going to be right in that spot. Okay, so now this is ready. You copy this guy, OK it, and you go to Wiki. Under the Wiki folder, there's a bunch of DSX files. So we want to see if we have one for this guy. Doesn't matter. Let's just open any one, okay? Okay. Well, I can't use this one. I don't like this. I shouldn't save this. Hold on. I'm gonna take this out. Don't save this. I want to take one. What's my latest one I have? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. This is good. Paste it there. You have to scale 25.4 to become metric. 25.4. Otherwise, before you brought it in as an inches, you gotta bring it back as a metric. Now, this is all about assigning layers. This yellow line is called process part. How thick is it? 19.3. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. What it's saying is, this process part I'm gonna put on the board is actually 3/4 inch thick, and the size of it is this size. It doesn't get a cut. It just gives you an outline of the part that you're putting on the table. It does nothing to do with it. This layer, red layer, it says V as a tool. What's the name of the tool? It's a trimmer. And then how you want the trimmer to cut? You want to cut minus 0.02. Okay. This underscore it doesn't mean anything. It's just a space, but you cannot have a space in layer, so you put an underscore. Decimal 0.02. I'm sorry, this is the minus. Negative 0.02. That's what it means. Negative.
Just offsetting the blade a little bit?
No, it's actually going down into the process part to depth by minus 0.02 millimeter. So that means 1/64th of an inch. So that means what I'm telling you, basically cut through it. Cut through the thing, because on my machine there's a spoil board. Yeah. Spoil board is an MDF, so you can't cut it right before. You got to cut through it. So you're actually cutting a little bit of the spoil board by 0.02 millimeter. And what tool do I use? You give them a space. You want to use tool number 129. 129 is a compression, half-inch compression. You have to just know that. 129 is a compression. They have different number of tools. 130, 131. This all means different. For this one, we use half-inch compression because we're cutting through it. So if you don't cut through it, you use 130. 130 for half-inch shear. Half-inch shear does not cut through; it just makes pockets. So this is a compression cut through. This one, R means cutting. When you go, cut the blade on the right side of the line. So I'm gonna use this layer match property to go there. So what the machine is gonna do is, it's gonna go here. Is a cut to the right side of the line. That's the inside we want to cut. If it's the left side, it's gonna make the hole bigger. You don't want that. You want to cut it inside. So you got to go around, and it cuts around it.
And that's why the clockwise is important.
That's why it's clockwise very important, because you're telling them to make the knife go this direction and to the right side. So now you're done. You're gonna save as DXS file, always DXF file, and then you're gonna name it. Okay, you're gonna name it. Okay, I don't have a name. I don't have a folder. That's okay. I just gonna name it the job number _ sync. Okay, and that's it. No space, has to be underscore. If you have underscore, you have a space, computer not gonna recognize the file. You have to put underscore. Same thing with the layer there. That's why they use underscore, and then save it. Now you're done. You don't need to save the drawing format. Just no, and you're done. Now you go to BPP5 software. You open it. You click the CAD file. The CAD file you just had was 1280 sync. Open it. It's right here. You transfer it, and it's gonna tell you. So notice there's only one cut. There's only one cut. This cut. That processing part is just the processing part. They don't cut it. So this one, if you Control H it, double check, Control H it, it tells you where the blade is. Blade is on the inside. Control J going forward. That's what you're gonna cut, right there. Now you're gonna assign this guy on off on the fly. Is when you cut, it goes down. It's gonna slope down, cut around, and slope up. That's called on off on the fly. It gets you very cut. It doesn't make a boom sudden dip on the Corian. Yeah, it's actually smoother cut when you cut descending and ascending. That's what it means. And this one, don't touch it. We already confirmed it. But if you ever want to change it, you could change to the right side. This right now is to the left side, to the right side. Now you could change to the other side. Oh, that's the approach. That's how the knife is going to approach. Sometimes you have to click this because whatever. This one is on the right side. You could change to the left side. You could change to the center line. So you could change on this level, or you could change on AutoCAD layer level. So if we did already on the AutoCAD layer level, you don't need to touch any of these. It's already set on the layer names. But you do have to do one thing. This is good, minus 0.02. Remember we did that? But the only thing you got to change on this one is set it to 20. Why? 5 is very slow. 5 is like too slow. And there's no way I could change that in an AutoCAD command to make that speed faster.
That's millimeters per second?
Yeah, 20 meters, something like that.
Per minute, maybe?
Yeah, meters per minute, whatever it is. Yeah, but 20 is a maximum speed I do, and this one can take a 20 inches. Wow. Oh, you know what? I gotta let's cut this slower because we're actually cutting 2 layers. No, we're not. We're cutting only 1 layer because this is the build-up is right here. And that's fine. One
These
layer.
are template for the stone guys, right?
Yeah.
But don't they need
You know what? I'm
the
gonna
rest
make
of
it
this
10.
too?
I'm gonna make it 10 of them. No, this is our. We made the stone already. It's our Corian. It's downstairs.
Oh.
Yeah, we're cutting the Corian. We're putting Corian on top. We're cutting this hole. That's it. And that's it. We're done. Okay. And then we close it and save change. Yes, save change, and that's it. You're done. And then you close it. Done. Session's over.